bread in this bowl. I'm gonna mix everything up, add all of these ingredients. As we can see here, I have bell pepper and onion in the bread. I cook that in to just enhance the flavor a bit more. I may add more when I get all of this mixed together to sit for tonight to be ready to bake tomorrow. There's a problem. I only have one, thankfully a large box of chicken broth. And I think this is too much bread for this broth. As I pour this in tonight, it's gonna soak up and I'm gonna need more tomorrow, and I don't think it'll be enough. So I could do one of two things: take some of this out and keep it at the amount that I think I'll need for tomorrow, pouring in the broth and all the things, or pretty much just kind of season the bread without the broth. I don't know how that's gonna do. I think I've done that before though. I can't believe I don't have more chicken broth. But I've searched high and low. Happy Thanksgiving. I really don't want to be on camera much with my hair like this, but I am not ready to take my hair down yet. So I'm not going to share my face so much, but I did want to share some of the cooking that I'm doing for Thanksgiving Day. I showed last night what I used to make up my dressing, so I'm actually putting it together and just now turning the camera on for today. I put the noodles on. What else have I actually haven't done anything else today other than cook the noodles for the macaroni. I have all of the cheese out and I am putting the dressing together. If you're able to see this, it looks like there's little remnants in here. This was cream of mushroom, what was that? Cream of mushroom soup. And then I poured the broth in here to I wanted to knock the chill off of the broth before I put it into my dressing. I mentioned last night I don't have enough broth for the amount of dressing that I was going to make, so we'll at least have enough for today, and then I'll have to bake an additional pan for leftovers. I have made, I think can you see that? Yep, you can see it well. I have made dressing for years, but you see things, you see other people sharing things and their ideas and all the stuff. So somebody mentioned with baking the dressing that you should bake it on a higher temperature. I can't remember. So ultimately what I was trying to say is I was wanting to try that, but I didn't write it down and I don't remember who it was. So I'm doing what I usually do, which would be baking the dressing on a higher temperature, covered. But I think they were saying uncovered. I don't know. Anyway, this is cream of mushroom soup with water. Like it says, the soup and then a can of water. So this. And I often talk about, maybe not on here, but I do often talk about having excess so much. I like to keep a back stock of things, but there should be a balance, and I don't really have a balance. Did I already say I had the chicken broth, and what I poured in was chicken broth that was brought up from refrigerator temp. I just didn't want it to be freezing cold, but I didn't want it warm. So that's what that was. That was chicken broth. But getting back to the back stock. So I do often have so much of things that aren't needed for a period of time. So things won't go bad, but I'll just constantly buy, and then I end up just having too much. So all of that to say, I'm using cream of mushroom instead of cream of chicken because I thought I had cream of chicken because I don't usually run out of things, but I'm in the middle of trying to not overbuy the things we don't often use regularly. And I did create a list when I went to the store the last time, but I didn't check to ensure that I had everything, because some things I'm never out of. Did that make sense? With all of that, then I was out of, not completely out, but I didn't have excess of or extra chicken broth, and I didn't have any cream of chicken. I don't use the cream of chicken often, like I said, but I'd always had a few extra cans to where I just expected that I had enough. I didn't. Same with the broth. Most of my vlogs, I definitely mention when I go to Aldi, I always pick up a box of chicken broth. Apparently, I missed a time or two because I didn't have enough. Actually, I think this is enough. Maybe just a little bit more. So I am going to finish mixing this together, and then I'm going to pour it into the baking dish, and I'm going to put it actually in a 350 degree oven, wrapped for, I need to write these instructions down because I don't have them. So I'm going to do it for, I guess, about 25 to 30 minutes, and then eventually I have to take the wrap off, take the foil off, and bake a bit longer. I'm gonna have to figure it out along the way. I'm wasting time trying to tell y'all because I don't remember, and I don't necessarily know. I'll figure it out as I go. Getting started on the macaroni and cheese. I didn't share the roux where I started, which was butter, flour, and seasoning, and then I put in some, what is in there? Cheese. Cheese. Some of the cheese. So we have Gouda, Kobe Jack, and cheddar cheeses. So there's a little bit in here, a good bit in here. I'm going to pour the noodles in, mix it all together, and then I'm going to put it in my baking dish. I'm wondering, I really believe I should use a larger baking dish. However, we don't need this decadent heavy food for too many days. So actually, it won't matter, because what matters is how many noodles I have. All right. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily matter about the size of my dish. It matters how many noodles I have to fill the dish. Okay. So I'm gonna mix this all around. And did I mention that I seasoned the flour? So I put, what did I have? Salt, garlic powder, chili powder, and black pepper. Watched some recipes yesterday that was talking about the best types of cheeses to use, and Gouda was one of those. And I did have Gouda. Ironically, I picked up Gouda the other day. I like Gouda cheese. I picked it up, and they mentioned that it's one of the better ones for macaroni and cheese. And then they were talking about water content and all of that. And ultimately, it's like making the cheese sauce without using, you do use evaporated milk, but that, you know, of course, there's less water in evaporated milk than regular milk. But I'm also going to still use some of the almond milk, which, as you can see, I just poured that in. I'm not going to be bullied into changing everything I do when it tastes fine. Alright, let's get a little taste. I don't think my noodles were salty enough. Did I? Girl. Yep. It's a great cheese blend. However, it's definitely not enough salt. I wish I had a little Lowry's.
That's what I'm saying.
You about to tell me something?
Yeah, where you want the tree? In this corner.
You already?
I'm just going to
It's ready to come in?
You know, I can drop.
I need footwear.
I need some more. I also like using McCormick's ground black pepper, or just ground black pepper, not only this. This is, I really like this. I like the flavor of this, but sometimes you just want that old school fine ground black pepper. So that's actually what I want, but I don't have anymore. And that's okay. So I'm gonna pour this in. I'm gonna put a small layer of cheese in the middle because I don't feel like grating any more cheese. Well, my son grated this cheese, but I don't. The one thing about making the macaroni is, I don't know, I do not like to grate the cheese. I think it's knowing about the cleanup process in the end. Okay, that's enough because I need enough for the top. I poured the second layer and I want to put the last of this cheese on top. I probably do need a little more cheese. I just grated a little bit of Parmesan. Ooh. I think maybe I'll put a little more cheddar. Cheddar, I think, is what I have the least of. Oh, it's a video, actually.
We're baking. You gonna pause it? I'll pause it.
Uh-oh.
See?
Okay. No, I just hit okay. Oh, I hit okay. Instead of pause on video, on my video, it's pause. I wanted this to brown more, but it was taking too long. I don't want it to cook anymore. I just wanted the top to brown.
It's gonna fall through.
Oh.
So try to keep it.
Oh, keep it
inside.
inside. Okay.
So I usually do a circle in the middle.
Oh, like this?
Finally took the rollers out of my hair. I didn't comb it out, just took it out because this is gonna go away soon, but I think that's cute. Oh girl, I didn't even run the comb through it. I just trying to keep it as long as I possibly can. My little curls, they'll be gone in 15-20 minutes. It has already fallen when I took the little curl out. Anyway, I haven't gotten to enjoy my hair this time. I've just been having it pulled back. I didn't give y'all an update. I have to do that. And unfortunately, I didn't do it initially, but it doesn't look too much different than it did then. So, anyway.
Lift my mama's pocket. Remember that one too? When you were little?
Very different points.
I don't know. You got it? It's still going toward, it's still bent, the very top is still bent toward you.
That tree worth the money right there.
Yeah. I think it's still leaning. I think you may need to go on it. Come this way and look at it. I'm telling you, see? If you go on that side and fluff a little more towards that way.
It's up. You almost missed it. Yes, that.
That's what I was waiting.
And we've come to the end of our sharing for this Thanksgiving Day. I appreciate you so much for clicking on today's vlog. This cake is not one of the cakes that the kids made, but it was a cake that a friend of ours made. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us, and I hope you got to see a little bit more into our family's life. And from my family to yours, Merry Christmas.